They beat me like an animal. Minister Keyamo'S estranged American lover alleges kidnap, torture after questioning mother's suspicious death. Oh, the mother is dead. Is this not the person that they were saying that Professor Keyamo brought in illegally? That he took her to Kenya, blah blah. He came in to Nigeria. There was no check. They didn't check her. They didn't do anything. And she came in with her mom. So how come her mother is already dead again? I be which kind of thing be this? Now wow. The Nigerian Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has been accused of orchestrating the violent detention and abuse of his estranged American lover. Oh, so their relationship be don scatter, no be small. No be small of the estranged American lover Zainab after she questioned the mysterious death of her mother, Belinda, under his watch. In an exclusive interview with Sahara reporters, Zainab recounted a harrowing tale of betrayal, brutality and state-backed impunity that spanned days and nearly cost her life. You say if you leave America, being where you dey, you come to Nigeria to come and date a Nigerian politician. Nobody advised you. It is well with you. Some reporters have reported that Zainab's relationship with Keyamo began on September 21, 2023 at a UN event in New York where she worked as a translator. Their communication grew quickly and Keyamo visited her mother in New York to plan their relocation to Nigeria. Why should you relocate to Nigeria? They came to meet your mom and are you that desperate for a husband? They now came to meet your mom. You now planned relocation to Nigeria to come and do what? Can't he marry you over there and you stay there? On November 30, Zainab, her mother and others flew from New York to Uganda on Ethiopia Airlines flight ET513, with Keyamo covering their luxury accommodations in Uganda. After staying there till December 22, 2024, Keyamo arranged a private jet to fly them to Abuja, bypassing immigration checks. Zainab then briefly returned to New York before returning to Nigeria on April 9, 2024. I guess that's what you want to write. Leaving her family in Keyamo'S custody during her absence. You left your family with a man that you barely know. The man that you met in September 2023. And then March, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, 7 months. Okay. That's not bad enough, Sha. You now left your family in the absence in Keyamo'S custody. When I returned from New York and arrived in Abuja on the 9th of April 2024, I immediately noticed that my mother was not the same as when I left, Zainab said. Her condition had visibly changed. It was then that the household staff and aides began to reveal some troubling details about what had been happening at home. Issues with food, electricity and other discerning circumstances that had affected her well-being, and that Oga Festus Keyamo never visited the home to check on the mother. You that you left your mother. You cannot be calling to check on her. Video call is there. You cannot do it. You say if you did not send money home to your mother, you left your mother with a man. Are you okay? Men have they finished taking care of themselves? Not to talk of a politician that will be going here and there. You are sick. You left your mom with somebody else. And they've not even married you. Abi, has he gotten married to you? No. He promised me care and support as if he were her son. Now, so they believe Nigerian politician. People always be lie. People that lie for a living. You are believing them. You are not okay. He promised me care and support as if he were her son, and if it was and as if that was his own mother. Zainab said she began seeking answers from Keyamo about her mother's decline and untimely death, which reportedly occurred while Belinda was in custody. But what followed was a shocking chain of events allegedly orchestrated to silence her. Yes, my detention was nothing short of inhumane, and it stripped me of my dignity and pride. The one person I trusted most betrayed me, and my entire family, she recounted. You never say anything. On June 5, 2024, at about noon, Zainab was at their residence in Wuse to Abuja when a violent raid was carried out. She said the attack began with 3 loud bangs on the door of the compound and the sudden intrusion of the chief security officer identified as Felix, who was allegedly acting on Keyamo'S instructions. So even after your mother died, you still stayed with the man. Some people, I don't understand. Are you that desperate, Zainab? They began to violently assault my housemaid, Peace Philip, severely injuring her, pulling her by her hair, throwing her on the ground. She said they attacked my chef, slamming him against the wall and beating him mercilessly, shouting that we were criminals, illegal, and thieves. Zainab said Felix personally attacked her. Felix charged at me next, slapped me, and twisted my hand so forcefully that he broke 2 fingers on my left hand. He took 2 phones from me, dragged me by my dress, and threw me down the stairs. Then he beat my nanny, who is the caretaker of my nephew, Princeton, she said. And as if the assault was not enough, she said they were bundled into a white van. Felix pulled out his gun, hitting me on the hand and arms when I tried to ask for help. They even tossed the dog out of the window by his tail. He was bleeding from my ear. I was bleeding from my ear, my nose, and hand, completely disoriented. The entourage made a brief stop at our nephew's school. They forced us to keep our heads down and told my driver to go inside the school. I couldn't see what was happening, but I saw them return with the child before we continued driving, she narrated. Zainab and her staff were later taken to what was she described as an immigration office, where they were detained for hours and accused of being in Nigeria illegally. I said that I was invited by the minister, but they did not believe me. Oh, really? So that they do, you're in Nigeria illegally in this country. It is well. They didn't believe me. That was when they stepped back for a brief meeting and I could see the shift in their behavior, she said. However, they still separated us. They took my chef away and locked him in a cell, while they moved the rest of us to another location, which I later discovered was the NIS guest house. She said the conditions at the facility were appalling and designed to inflict psychological torture. Myself, my dog, the child, and 2 domestic workers were confined there with no way to leave or get any assistance. No running water, no working toilet. The room had gates and bars on the windows and balcony, essentially trapping us inside, she further narrated. Zainab claimed repeated attempts to contact the American embassy were blocked. I begged them, pleaded with them. I told them if he doesn't want the American people to know how my mother died under his care, and now he denied me an autopsy, I won't say a word. But please do not hurt us. But they refused to grant any of my requests, she said. Youth, I don't know why you left your America to come to Nigeria and follow a politician. A politician, can you imagine? All her politicians that people say there's a bit like Can you imagine? When contacted, Professor Keyamo'S dismissed Zainab's claims as act of blackmail and suggested that we speak to his sister Ruth, whom he claimed had more information about the incident. What are you going to do before? You are going to deny before now, we know. In response, Ruth denied the allegations of Zainab being assaulted. She stated that her hands were injured because she had wounded herself while doing domestic chores. Oh, really? She said immigration arrested her lawfully. There was nothing like assault. She can sue immigration if she alleges unlawful arrest and deportation. My family cannot hold a brief for immigration, and we are not involved in that process. Oh, wow. And you are the sister. It is well. When asked for clarification on Zainab's entry and exit from Nigeria, Immigration Service spokesman Akinshola Akinlabi responded, I will get back to you on this. How will they get back to you? Because they don't know how she entered. She entered illegally. It is well. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.